What you doing?
You know, just normal stuff. Pulling my hair out of the drain.
Gross.
It is gross. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yuck. The good thing it's your hair and I'm bald, because... Hey Mel, you gotta clean your hair out of the drain.
How's your weekend going so far?
I'm very tired.
It's been
Week.
Since you looked at me.
Turned my head to the side and said I'm angry.
5 days since I laughed at you. This sucks. I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. It's kind of terrifying. Kind of exhilarating.
Take the next right onto Wild Street.
We set up. To sum it up, long.
The tail in your mouth.
Yes. Super long. I got to drive, which was exciting, terrifying, and
More
annoying.
so for her passengers.
All at the same time. But I did really good. It was kind of scary,
You
but
did do good.
I'm learning still. But I think I did really good, and I felt more comfortable as time went on. And kind of the good part about it, we kind of went through like the Toledo area with some construction and traffic. So I really got kind of all of the experience wrapped up into one. And then we sat in traffic for an hour just to get here. But we made it. We're here. We are at Jellystone Park in Frankenmuth, Michigan. And it's a nice campground so far. A lot of kids. It is very family friendly, very family oriented.
We didn't realize how close we were, because Mel doesn't ever really know what she books, but it's something we're going to do tomorrow morning that I'm really excited about, which is the blacksmith forging. Forging, I don't know.
It's a blacksmith experience.
We'll know tomorrow. Might actually be called that. But I saw it as one of the top things to do, and I'm like, let's go do this because, spend money on memories, not things. And I said, well, how far away is it? Because you need to be there 15 minutes early. How far do we have to go? So she looks it up, 10-minute walk. I'm like, but that
12 to be exact. But probably 10 at
our pace, yeah. We're tired. We've got puppy cuckoo-ness and melliness, so up early.
Like usual.
Did you want to turn off the water or anything?
Ooh, the gas. Good evening. We had a crazy day.
So much fun.
We are in Frankenmuth, Michigan, staying at
Jellystone.
It was a pleasant surprise because Mel had said, we're staying here, we're going to do these things. I said, how far away? It's a 10-minute walk.
Everything.
And we love to walk. We walk a lot. Typically we work out in the camper and then we walk a little bit extra for some extra steps. It was crazy. We walked a lot.
Walked a ton, but everything was within 15 minutes.
The problem is we did a lot of zigzag.
We did.
Typically in Disney we hit, depending on which park we're at, 18 to 25,000 steps a day. We hit
22.
No, where did you finish at? What's your
22.
Well, let me check. Yeah, I hit 25.
Oh, what did I hit then?
24.6.
Okay.
So we hit 25,000 steps. So anyone that's been to Disney knows there's a lot of walking. We did a lot of walking. We walked from here to our first stop, which was the Blacksmith Experience. Then we walked back. Then we walked to go downtown after lunch. And halfway there, I realized I forgot my wallet. And we're like, it's fine. We're not going to buy anything anyways. Started getting to shops, and we're like, oops. So we had to walk back. Then we walked to the Bronner store to get Christmas ornaments. Walked back to drop them off. And then walked back to downtown. We did a lot.
A lot of walking.
Yeah, a lot of walking.
This whole city is just absolutely charming. It also happened to be the Bavarian Festival that they have here, which I think really kind of enhanced the experience.
Yeah.
And because they had live music and there was a ton of people around for the festival, so I think it really just kind of set the tone a little bit more than if there wasn't anything going on. Went to Bronner's, which is the world's largest Christmas store. Largest is an understatement. The amount of ornaments.
They actually have labels on the different sections that say, there's actually different professions, like it says firefighting, police, electrician.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah.
They really do have a little bit of everything, but we especially wanted to go to get a new ornament for our new puppy. So we got that. And I think one of our biggest, and we went to the cheese store, which...
That was Mel's highest expense this weekend.
I got like 3 different cheeses and pretzels with cheese on it.
We walked out there and she goes, I'm sorry I bought so much cheese.
Little cheese sticks,
What souvenir did you get?
I bought all the cheese. I'm so sorry. But one of the most exciting experiences, and if you are ever in the area to do it, is the Blacksmith Experience. And we have our finished products that we actually made ourselves. They promote it as you do 90% of the work, 99% of the work, and they pretty much just add their finishing touches. And I made a wand. I didn't understand what we were really getting ourselves into. But what's really cool about it is that this is just me.
I went they have a rail spike knife, which it starts off by they provide you with a railroad spike. And then you hammer it out, and then you make a knife. I mean, it's really cool. And as Mel said, I think what really makes it unique is, so at the end when we picked them up, because you hammer it out, and then they polish it up and you come back and pick it up like an hour later. They were great. Jeremy, I think, was the guy we worked with. He was super bubbly and friendly. Can't recommend him enough. He was really he seemed to enjoy his job, which made us enjoy it more. But, I mean, they give you, in Mel's case, she started out with just like a round, like a pencil.
Not even that long.
In my case, started with a railroad spike, but you pound it, they put it in the kiln, which he told us was 1700 degrees, and then they pull it out, and then you rotate with people in your group. It was Mel, myself, and a little girl, and you just pound, you pound, you pound. And then here and there, they just do some things to kind of
just smooth it out.
Yeah.
But
like in Mel's case, there was some trouble with the end, so he helped her flatten it out.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be a feather on the end, but actually, I didn't know my own strength.
And she chopped it off.
Chopped off the top of it. So he tried to salvage it to the best of his ability.
And then on the knife, you pound heavier on one side, but you pound it like this weird groove. When you're doing it, it makes sense.
I haven't touched it yet. Oh.
So it was a ton of fun. I knew we were going to sweat. Mel was not aware. However, I thought we'd be sweating because you're pounding metal. You're forging metal with your bare hands. No, it was really hot in there. I don't know how hot it was, but as soon as you walk in the room, boom, sweat. Something about taking just a chunk of metal, pounding it out, and you know what, as Mel said, like, that is her. Like, she messed up the feather, but like, that, she did that. You know, all of the twisting in there, she twisted that. Any weird hits, she did that. The good and the bad about it is the stuff you did. It's really
It just makes you have a
gratifying
better appreciation, too, of what you really have to go through to get a piece like this.
If you're in the Frankenmuth area and you are here and you have an hour or two to spare, go to the Blacksmith Experience. It's a ton of fun.
Even as silly as this is, just going through some of the stores, products like this, out of metal, gives you just a completely different perspective of what people actually have to go through to make it into something like that.
We were walking down into like
really
a little
cool
shopping mall area, and one of the doors I went to open is a iron like lion's head handle, and we're both like, well, that's neat. We never would have cared about that stuff until now. We were like, someone really painstakingly took time to pound that out.
Yeah, so it just gives you a different appreciation, and like we've said before, that, you know, camping has given us just a different mindset, and to be able to take these camping trips and have these experiences is what this is all about. You can't ever trust me to order anything online.
Put that up to your head.
I mean, look at
Princess Leia with her avocado buns.
What is this? It's a tropical avocado. I don't know. No.